another episode on my YouTube channel. It's nice to be here. If you are seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, so this is pregnancy, my pregnancy experience part 2. In the first video, I talked about my pregnancy experience, how it was for me, how it felt like, the symptoms that I had, and basically how it was. So I promised in the first video that I was going to make a second video to discuss about pregnancy symptoms, the common ones, or maybe the ones that I had actually, and then I promised to share some tips that might work for you if you have those symptoms. So this is why I'm here today, and I'll start immediately. I'll be starting with spitting in pregnancy. Basically, spitting in pregnancy simply means having excessive saliva in your mouth, right? You know, you have excessive saliva in your mouth and then you can't just swallow it, it's there, and the only option you have is just to spit it out. So I got some recommendations about some tips that I should have used, which I tried. Actually, I tried, but not all worked for me. So I'm going to be listing just few of them. The first one, and also I made my research. So it was not just only about recommendation. I went online and made some research also. So if you are experiencing spitting in pregnancy, or maybe not now, whenever when you're pregnant and then you remember that, oh, I watched a video about someone's pregnancy experience and this was how it was. So if you're going to be experiencing, or if you are experiencing spitting in pregnancy, this is what you can do. One, ginger. Yes, I'm sure everyone knows what ginger is. So you can make a ginger juice. How do you make a ginger juice? You get a ginger, you make sure you rinse it properly. You don't need to peel off the bark. You can, anyone that works for you, put um put on fire water. When the water is boiling, you put your ginger in the water and then it boils for some minutes, and then you have your ginger juice. Okay, it's basically making sure that the ginger is soaked into hot water, and then you can extract at least some of um the smell, and also some of the nutrient that it has. It helps to you know tone down spitting in pregnancy. So when the water is cool, you can just sip it at intervals. Yes, because it is believed that ginger works well. It helps to caution spitting in pregnancy. So another one is water. Yes, frequent sipping of water, just little. Make sure that at intervals you sip water. It can be cold, it can be warm. According to research, whether cold or warm water, I don't, there's actually nothing, there's no side effects to taking cold water in pregnancy or warm water in pregnancy. So it either is hot water or warm water or cold water, either of them is fine. Just make sure that you sip water at intervals. Also, brushing your teeth, it also helps. Brushing your teeth at intervals, all right. I tried that actually. For me, it didn't work out because anytime I try to brush my teeth, I always have excessive mucus coming out of my mouth. So I feel irritated. So I just have to brush like something that I have to do maybe just like once or twice in a day at most. So I didn't really try that. I tried the ginger juice. It works to an extent, but was not satisfying for me. So it depends. I've seen people that it works for them. So you might not use mine as a yardstick. So brushing your teeth regularly also can stop spitting. And another one that I read about and I heard people talk about is having sugar-free gum or candy in your mouth. All right, licking candies, sugar-free gum, just have it in your mouth and chew and lick. Anyone, either of them. I tried it also, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't working too. It wasn't working well. But I met someone actually who gave me that recommendation, said it worked for her, but it didn't work for me. So it might work for you. Who knows? Okay, number two, let's go to vomiting. Yes, when you're vomiting, most times vomiting is caused by being nauseated, something you get irritated by smell or maybe what you see. But most importantly, it's about smell. So one of the way you can avoid vomiting, all right, is make sure you are far away from any kind of smell, any smell that is going to irritate you. All right, cooking smell, whatever it is. You just have to study your body. When you notice that, oh, when I inhale this kind of smell, it makes me want to vomit, then you have to do away with. So do away with any kind of smell. All right, and then also another one is do away with any oily food. All right, oily, too much oil, excessive oil in your food, or too much pepper also. Yeah, it is advised to do it. It also causes vomiting in pregnancy. And another one is when you want to eat in bits. Okay, don't eat in large quantity. Eat little. You can eat up to like 10 times in a day, but make sure that it's just little portion. All right, just bit by bit. It also helps to caution vomiting in pregnancy. That didn't work for me because I couldn't really eat. So it was just I was sipping drinks, liquid water. So it was like that for me. So eating eating by bits didn't really wasn't the thing for me. So that's it. Also, I mentioned in my last video that I was weak, I was tired. I'm just weak, I just want to lie down. One of the things that eventually I realized and worked for me was that sit, don't take, like when you're sitting, don't sit too long, don't lie too long, don't lie down too long. All right, walk around the house, walk around. It gives you strength, it gives you energy. But if you find yourself always lying down, sleeping, it's possible it might affect to an extent. You become weak because your body is so used to being down. All right, so walk around. It's an exercise. It's according to research, according to doctor, exercise is good for the body. Also good for a pregnant woman. So you do that, you walk around, you jog, you exercise. All right, that one also works. And also other times, if you feel like lying down, if you feel you're just too tired, please don't overstress yourself. Just go and lie down. Don't say, oh, they said that it's good for me to walk around. No, no, I just feel like whatever it is, you know your body well, you know how it's reacting, you know what it wants, so give it to it. That's just it. So to work on being weak or feeling tired in pregnancy, you can walk around, you can jog around, sometimes you can even dance. It's an exercise. So that one is also a recommendation. And lastly, what was the last one? I could not eat. Okay, what I did, I could not eat during pregnancy. My first, second trimester, I began to eat towards the end of second trimester, then to third trimester. So what I did was I was taking liquids. I've heard people say that do what works for you. Some, they can't eat solid food, it's just drinks, liquids. Some is just fruits. Mine, I couldn't eat fruits. It was like really choking when I eat watermelon, when I eat what else? Mango, some other fruits. It really chokes me. So I didn't really eat much of fruits. It was just liquid, like I mentioned earlier. So do what works for you when it comes to um um me mine. It wasn't like I had lots of appetite. I wanted to eat, just that I couldn't. So if you want to eat and then you find yourself not eating, do what works for you. It might be liquid, it might be fruits, it might be solid food. Just make sure that you have something to munch or something to feed your tummy. And if it is loss of appetite, there are other prenatal vitamins that will be recommended. You can speak to your doctor. I'm not a, I'm not a professional. I'm not in that field. I'm just giving you my advice as someone that gone through pregnancy, and I know how it feels. I know it can be, you know, challenging at some point. So this is my candid advice. Please, you can also do your research. Okay, so I think that's the end. That is the end of this video. I talked about spitting in pregnancy, what you can do. I talked about vomiting, what you can do. I talk about being tired, feeling weak, what you can do. And also talk about not able to eat, the things that you can do. All right. I hope I've tried to an extent, and I'm very sure that someone somewhere is finding this video helpful. Thank you so much, guys. Please encourage me by liking this video, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to drop your comments. I love you guys. Bye. See you next time.